the brethren know I'm read it. Because there are certain things that take place where I'm really I meditate upon. This is Adija. So you pronounce the names up?
Yes, Adija.
Adija Palmer. Stating the facts. Otherwise known as Vybz Kartel. In 2011, I was charged for murder by way of a statement which indicated that I had ordered Lenberg McDonald to murder Barrington Buzzy Burton. All right, now we have to read it. Later, the witness gave a statement to the public defender saying that he was physically harassed and threatened by the police to say that I was involved in Buzzy Burton's death. Days later, he gave another statement to the public defender saying that since he recanted the first statement, he has been getting death threats via calls to his phones. Days after my first murder charge, I was charged with another murder, Clive Lizard. In this case, the police, by way of a senior superintendent, who was later charged with attempting to pervert the course of justice in a separate incident, campaigned on a Monday morning on a certain TV station claiming they had a Vybz Kartel. What kind of belief? Let's see, make it so like me can read out. All right. Claiming they had more evidence which came back 7 months later as negative. They also led the public to believe that they had a videotape of me and my co-accused murdering Williams. I would like to add that the police made a lot of damaging remarks against me. A most notable one would be, quote, since his arrest, the community is a safer place, unquote. On the 4th of November 2011, a search was made by the Caribbean Search Task on my cell block at the Gun Court Remand Center. 3 cells are on the block where I was located. When the search was done, only a phone battery was found in the cell beside my cell. I was present as well as another remandee in my cell plus one remandee in the cell that the battery was found and 2 remandees in the. In addition to the search team comprised of police and JDF soldiers and the police on duty stationed at the remand center was present. Following the search, I was remanded to the Horizon Remand Center that same day and was charged for 4 days later with attempting to pervert the course of justice. When the file relating to my charge was handed over to my lawyer, the police indicated that a phone was found in my cell. And to All right. On January 22nd, 2013, the Caribbean search team conducted a search of cell block 2 of the Horizon Remand Center. That is the block where I am located. The cell are numbered 17 to 24. There are right cells on the block. All right, there are 8 cells on the block. A search of my cell, number 2, was done and nothing was found. No contrabands whatsoever. In addition to the search, the team, the warders who work at Horizon, namely, whatsoever, we not call him name, whatsoever, we not call him name, knowingly bring the Horizon search team over. All warders present, mandatory. All warders were present at the search. The search, it was mandatory. 3 phones were found in cell 19, occupied by one George Cooper. 3 cells were found in ward 19, occupied George Cooper. And 1 phone given to the search team by an occupant of cell 20. On Saturday, February 16, 2013, my lawyer, Miss Valerie Nita Robertson, showed me a document produced in a bail hearing. All right, my lawyer, Nita Robertson, showed me a document produced in a bail hearing by the prosecutor, signed by a high-ranking member of the JCF, which states that 3 cell phones were found in my cell during a search on January 22nd, 2013. My bail was denied based mainly on this blatant lie by the high-ranking police. I would very much like the public and the world to read this letter impartially, and I am demanding that I'm demanding that the human rights organizations and the powers that be investigate the events that took place on the morning of November the 4th, 2011 and January the 22nd, 2013. I have been in custody since on the 30th of September 2011. And him sign him name down as so. Okay. P.S. I have written to Intercom twice. One letter was delivered by my common law wife in early February, and one by attorney at law, Mr. Miguel Lan, one was on about the 20th of February, both in 2013. And the true, all right, and relating the true record of the search as it relates to what was found where is at the Horizon Center. I doubt I will get the same equitable outcome at gun court remand because only these fellow officers, police, work there. I Palmer everything as it relates to my case is a fabrication. Everything is pure fabrication. Don't know who I may have stepped on in the past, but it is now coming back to haunt me. A Palmer, crying out from him cell block, otherwise known as Vybz Kartel. Send me that note. We did what we were supposed to do. We read it. Step in razor.